or make a tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 14, looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for space. It's Neal. At the 35, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Jayhawks!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He's looking to throw it. He's going to let it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
This guy can throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. A great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why.
The expressway is wide open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw at Sanders. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Makes the grab over the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changed. It's still a 14-point game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the run, it's Neal. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Now on the move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Horn. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. To throw, it's Sanders. Fires toward the target. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Bucks! And the comeback is on. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
14.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Gonna run it. It's Neal. Open space at the 25. Got a lot of running room. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Jayhawks are on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of Barton Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Lets it fly. He's got it.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas 28, Colorado 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Colorado! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Makes the catch. It's Neal. They stripped it out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football. I got the lead. The clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
Looking to throw at Sanders. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
They're testing the right side here. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll immediately call timeout. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback keeper. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at 2.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They'll throw it again from their own end zone. Quick completion on the out. Across the 25, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few 1st downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
Got a man. It's Hunter. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Kansas offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Small gain, I know. Again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Avoids pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Got room at the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Neal.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air. It's Sanders. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much